Greetings, everyone. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to send out a note of encouragement today, following up on a previous note of encouragement about friend or foe and relationships and looking at friendships and how we categorize certain components of our relationships with others as, either friends, foes, enemies, etc. But I was reading today in Philippians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4, which read, "Let nothing be done through selfish ambition or conceit, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem others better than himself. Let each of you look out not only for his own interests, but also for the interests of others." And what that means to me as it relates to relationships is, if we're honest with ourselves, we know that relationships fail because of reciprocity, and we know that relationships struggle because of disunity. We can't come together because we don't see things the same way. And these verses encourage us to look at others in a different light. And when we hold others at a higher esteem than we hold ourselves, that makes us able to then look out for their best interests and not only look out for our best interests and not be selfish in relationships. And this gives us the ability to nurture, to support, to provide those things in relationships that help relationships thrive. When we don't do that, we're not able to receive the fullness of the relationships that we engage ourselves in, and we wind up losing out on the ability to bless others and also to be blessed by others when we don't view what God says in His Word are the components of healthy relationships. So I encourage us today to unify, or to be more unified in our relationships, by holding others higher than we hold ourselves. And when we do that, we're capable and able to honor God's word by not only looking out for our own interests, but looking out for the interests of others. And when we do that, we're able to support them in a different way. And then hopefully they are too accountable to the same word that we read and live by, and would do the same for us by holding us in a higher esteem than they hold themselves, but also being able to bless us by looking out for our best interests and as well as their best interests. And I think that when that happens in a relationship where two people are on the same accord and able to live by the same word that we both read and understand, that's when relationships have the ability to really be successful. And that's where God's word also tells us to not be unequally yoked, because when we are yoked with a person who understands what we understand, believes what we believe, and lives the word that we live, that's when the relationship can really be successful. So I encourage you today to seek out those types of relationships so that you can stress less and be able to represent God in all relationships and interactions that you have. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Be encouraged.